Is one of your primary kitchen appliances a danger to your health? Gas stoves, which are in about a third of American homes, emit a dangerous pollutant, nitrogen dioxide. And that harmful gas is linked to millions of childhood asthma cases. NewsNation's Marky Martin joining us live. Marky, there are now calls to regulate or even ban gas stoves.
Hey, Nicole. Yeah, welcome to my kitchen and my gas range. You're talking about a potential ban here that would impact some 40 million Americans who still rely on these. And by the way, Nicole, these are often the most affordable, most preferred option for many. But as you just mentioned, studies have found they do emit hazardous compounds, which really becomes an issue when you're talking about cooking in smaller spaces. And now the government calling these a hidden hazard.
It's the kitchen appliance used in more than a third of American households and businesses. Gas stoves are often preferred by those who want to pay a fraction of the price of an electric range. But in the wake of new research linking gas stoves to childhood asthma, the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission is considering regulation. In an interview with Bloomberg News, the CPSC commissioner calling gas stove usage a hidden hazard, adding any option is on the table. Products that can't be made safe can be banned. A December study from the International Journal of Environmental Research and Public Health found that nearly 13% of childhood asthma cases can be attributed to gas stove use, similar to secondhand smoking. That same month, 20 lawmakers, including Senators Cory Booker and Elizabeth Warren, wrote a letter to the CPSC chairman urging the commission to protect Americans from the appliance. Writing, quote, gas stoves emit high levels of pollutants such as nitrogen dioxide, carbon monoxide, and fine particulate matter known to exacerbate respiratory conditions. Adding that Black, Latino, and low-income households were more likely to experience disproportionate air pollution.
Well, it was very alarming to wake up this morning and hear the word ban.
Jill Notini with the Association of Home Appliance Manufacturers says the focus should be on ventilation and that a ban on gas cooking would remove an affordable technology for more than 40% of kitchens.
So to look at something like a ban that would threaten jobs, would require factories to have to retool, that would have a tremendous impact on the industry.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.